On Sunday, I found out my boyfriend of over a year cheated with multiple women. Hey everyone. This breakup has been throwing me for a loop like no other, so super long post coming. I, female, found out yesterday that my now ex-BF, 18 male, cheated on me. We were together for over a year and did just about everything you could imagine together. I mean, we even had our entire future planned out, we were that serious. It's June 13th now, and around May 29th he was starting to act a little odd, but I didn't think much of it. A couple weeks go by and all is well. I did notice a change in his behavior, like how he was beginning to sleep super late, sometimes until 5 to 6 p.m., or he would take extremely long naps, in talking 10+ hour naps in the middle of the day, but for some reason I never suspected he was doing anything but sleeping because I trusted him so much, and this happened a couple times a week for like 2 weeks. Starting on Wednesday, he seemed really distant. He was becoming more dry with me, taking longer to answer, and he was getting mad at me for what seemed like everything. I knew that he was going through a hard time though, so I just let it slide off. This distant behavior carried on into Sunday, which is the day I found out. Everything was the same until around 9 when I got a text from his best friend's ex saying that she had something to tell me about my boyfriend. I said okay and I called her, and well, it was exactly what I feared. He cheated on me. From June 1st to June 11th, he cheated on me with multiple women. I didn't want to believe any of it, but all of the voices, pictures, and texts were right there. I never in a million years thought this would happen, since he told me our whole relationship that he only wanted me and that he would never put himself in a position to lose me, yet he did. With 2 women. The first woman he saw by biking up to her house to go see her multiple days in a row for 2 weeks. I saw photo evidence of them together, all up on each other. When asked if they had intimacy, his response was "Don't worry about it," in a time that was almost joke-like, and it made me feel so sick. The problem with this is that he started to make every excuse under the sun not to see me. For example, he'd say I don't have a ride, or I have to stay home with my siblings, or I have to go to my dad's. It hurt so much every time he said he couldn't see me, but I just put up with it. The second girl, his best friend's ex-GF, reached out to him on Wednesday and was flirting with him, and he reciprocated back even though that's his best friend's ex and I used to be good friends with her, so it's obvious that I would find out at some point. And he didn't just flirt, he sent her pictures, which he hasn't done for me in weeks because he told me his drive was low due to him being depressed. He told her he was in love with her, that she was better than me, told her amazing things about her which he hadn't done for me in months. I mean, I had to basically force him to compliment me, talked about being with her, and he even asked her to be his and spoke of marriage and children with her. Apparently he had feelings for her our whole relationship and was just waiting for her to reach out to him again. Even though this only went on for a few days, he still did it, and he begged her to keep talking to him. He betrayed me and did the one thing he swore he would never do. He would not admit to cheating until he realized I had proof, and even after that all he could say was yeah and nod his head. I asked him why he did it, and he said it's because he was unhappy with his life, and because he didn't know how to communicate with me. He then proceeded to blame me for his communication issues, and basically said that I drove him to do it. Apparently he was going to tell me, but you know, that's what cheaters always say. Even though it's only been a couple days, it hasn't even hit me yet, like, I haven't cried much, and I think it's because it's so unreal that I don't even believe it, even though the warning signs were there early on in our relationship. I have no idea what to do, how to move on, or what steps to take. I already broke up with him and blocked him on everything, but I don't know how to forgive him, and I don't know if I will. I feel so lost, helpless, ugly, unlovable, and confused. I loved him so much. He was the first man I ever fell in love with, and I'm not sure how to move on from this at all. He told me I was his first love too and that he was in love with me. He told me that he's never loved anyone as much as he loves me, yet he still did this, and according to him on the first girl he's ever cheated on, which I don't believe. But, if it's true, why me? I did literally everything for him. I mothered him, provided for him, and isolated myself from everyone in my life, because he convinced me that anyone who wasn't him was bad for me. I gave him unlimited chances and I forgave him over and over again, but that's on me and I know it, yet here I am wondering how I could have stopped him from cheating and what I could have done differently. I hate how much I gave to him. I gave up my whole life for him, and now I'm left with nothing and no one. He's ruined me and I hate him so much, yet I am still so in love with him and I miss him so much. TLDR, My boyfriend of over a year cheated on me with multiple women, and I don't know how to move on or process any of it. I keep blaming myself.